welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kwezi and today I'll be sharing the most exciting things on Netflorist. This is pretty much a gift guide. It could serve for any special occasion, but I know that especially with Valentine's Day coming up really soon, some people might be wondering what to get their partner. So I hope that you enjoy this video. Yeah, I think I'm the right person to give this gift guide because I've received all the flowers, all the teddy bears, and all the chocolates from Netflorist. So I know what it's like to have the delivery man arrive and you just get so excited. You just want to know what your person got you. So yeah, okay, let's get into it. I'm gonna make this list go from the most affordable items to the most extravagant items. So no matter what your budget is, you know that you're gonna be able to get your person something. The first item on my list is the power banks. I think that the power banks on Netflorist's website are just amazing. Especially in South Africa, every single person needs a power bank with all the power outages and load shedding. I think this is such a practical gift that will make your special person think of you every single time that they use it. There are a lot of different options. Some have special messages printed on them. Others have pictures, and my favorite one is where you can choose a picture to print on the power bank. I think that's really special. I do think it would be too much because the power bank is black. I think it would be too much to print a bright picture on it. I like monochrome items and accessories, so I would definitely choose to print like a muted maybe black and white picture on the black power bank. I think that would look really sexy and romantic. The prices for the power banks from like 400 Rand and they go all the way to 1,000 Rand, which is not bad. So that's the most affordable item that I saw on Netflorist that is really exciting. Next, I found something really interesting on Netflorist. I had no idea that they actually deliver cake. So cake is just such a great gift. I don't think you could go wrong with cake. Cake is amazing. And they've got cakes from different bakeries, but what really stood out to me is that they now have cakes from Chateau Gâteau, which is an amazing bakery franchise. They don't have a single bad flavor on their menu, so you know that you are safe. Some of the cakes are whole, other cakes have already been cut into slices if that's what you want. And there are just so many different flavors and options to choose from. My favorite one was the red velvet cake for an anniversary, where you get to choose the text and personalize the text that will be printed on top of the box of the cake. I think that's really special, and I think that these cakes are so reasonable. They are priced from 500 Rand to about 850 Rand, and who doesn't want to eat a cake? Cakes are so sweet, and you know, they're cute for pictures, and yeah, it's just a really fun thing to receive, I think, from a delivery man. And of course, even for pictures for Instagram, you're gonna have fun with a cake. Anyone that sends anyone a cake is an absolute darling. So yeah, I like cake, and it's not too serious or romantic, and I think that it's something unique, and no one's ever gonna forget the person that sent them a whole cake. So yeah, definitely get your partner a cake for a special occasion. The next option is a Magnum. So I mean, what's better than a bottle of alcohol is of course an oversized bottle of alcohol. So there are champagne Magnums and wine Magnums that are available on Netflorist, and I think that is so exciting to receive. I think that it's a great gift, and it's so Instagrammable because it's so big. I think it would be lots of fun to take pictures of And obviously, it's going to be lots of fun to drink because it's so big. You're going to be able to share it a whole lot. I think a normal bottle of champagne is like 750 milliliters, which is like 3 glasses. And the champagne Magnum is 1.5 liters. So that is really, really big, and you're going to be able to celebrate anything that you want to celebrate. And yeah, I think it's a great option. There is a Magnum as well of wine. I don't know between the two which would be more exciting. I think champagne is such a fun drink to celebrate, but you'd be under so much pressure to finish it because you can't really cork champagne a second time. So maybe I would go with the wine Magnum, because it's going to be something that you can cork and finish later and there's no pressure. Yeah, so I thought that was a really fun option. I remember Prince Harry in his love story with Meghan Markle, that Prince Harry actually opened a Magnum before he had dinner with Meghan Markle to propose, and then immediately she just already knew that he was going to propose. But I think, yeah, a Magnum is something that's so fun, and it's not something that you see every day, so you know, it's just super, super special. The prices are from 1,000 rand to 3,300 rand for the Magnums, and I think it is worth it. The third really exciting item on Netflorist is the fragrances. The fragrances on there are really, really good. They've got such a large range, and I think that it is such a sexy and personal gift to give someone. I think scent is such a big deal, and you've got to really know someone to choose the perfect perfume or cologne for them. So I really love it. They've got brands like Oscar de la Renta, they've got Ariana Grande, they've got Jimmy Choo. There are so many great brands on there, and I think sending someone a bottle of fragrance it's so sweet. It's the perfect gift for Valentine's Day. The prices for the fragrances are from 600 rand to 3,200 rand, which is really decent. And they've also got EDP and EDT, so you can really just choose the perfect fragrance. Like, if you know your person, you know their style, you know how they're going to be using the fragrance, you know whether they need an EDP or EDT. My favorite fragrance from the list of fragrances for a gift would be the DKNY Be Delicious. I think it's a sexy gift to give someone, because it's like you're saying that you want to eat them like an apple, which is, yeah, that's romantic. So I would definitely choose that one to send to a girl. Next up, we have roses in a vase. I think that roses in a vase are so romantic. I think that getting a bouquet is so tricky, because if you just give someone a bouquet, it's so much work now to look after these flowers. You've got to cut the ends, you've got to put them in a vase, which means you need to have a vase. You've got to add the flower food in there, and you've got to look after these roses and make sure that they survive. So when you give somebody a bouquet that is already in a vase, you've taken away all that stress, and you've just made it easy for them to keep these flowers and display them for as long as possible, because they are already in a vase, they already have the water there, they already have the flower food going on, and like, you don't even have to worry. You just put the flowers on a table and you enjoy them. So that's one of my favorites. I really like the roses in a vase, and there are so many different vases on Netflorist, but of course there's one that really stood out to me. There are 50 crimson roses in a vase, and I think that is really impressive. Of course, I know that a dozen roses is the norm, but I think that, like, for me especially, I've received so many bouquets of roses that are just 12 roses that it's actually a little bit boring now. So I think if you can just go out of your way to just double up or triple up or quadruple up on the number of dozens of roses. That is really impressive. So 50 roses in red, that sends such a bold message. And that is of course available on Netflorist, and that's what I would get a girl for Valentine's Day. It's very, very romantic. It doesn't get more romantic than red roses, honestly. And the prices for roses in a vase are from 200 rand to 3,300 rand. So I think that you can see where you want to fit in there. But if you really want to impress the girl, get more than a dozen roses now. I mean, we're big now, you know, we've been doing this. Come on. Okay, we are at the end of the list, and the last item that to me is the most extravagant item on Netflorist is roses in a basket. I think that is just so romantic. I think it takes it up a notch from a vase. I think a vase could be a little bit more plain and a little more, you know, subtle, and I think roses in a basket is a true statement. I think baskets also are something that you don't see every day, so I like that it's so unique. And I think that it would be perfect for taking pictures, and it be like just the perfect Instagrammable gift. The roses in a basket that really stood out to me is the 100 red roses in a basket. That is a statement and a half. 100 roses, that is so sweet. That's gonna take anybody's breath away. I don't care who you are. That is next level. I can just see it in my head. I can see the Instagram picture. You know, you've got your 100 roses in your basket, and you're in your garden, and you are in your maxi dress, and you're lying down in the grass next to your roses. Like, that's it. You've won the Instagram Olympics. You've won the Valentine's Olympics. You've won at life if you've got that picture, and if you've gotten that gift from someone. I think the validation is so high. Like, it's so high, it's so good. Like, it's the perfect gift. If your budget is unlimited and you are ready to swipe, please swipe for 100 roses in a basket. That is what the girlies need. That is what Instagram needs to see. That is what we need. That is what we crave right now. We craving 100 roses in a basket. I think it's so romantic, and I would die for it, honestly. I don't even know what else to say. I would just die for it. The prices for roses in a basket are from 360 rand to 5,000 rand. So it is quite pricey, but I think it's worth it, of course. And yeah, I can just imagine having 100 roses in the basket. I think, like, where are you gonna put it? The table needs to be so sturdy, because those roses are probably gonna be so heavy, and literally when all those roses die, you're gonna have to just call an undertaker, because they deserve a funeral. That is next level. I don't know what you do with yourself when you've got 100 dead roses. That's really depressing, but of course that doesn't matter. What matters is when you have that 100 roses and they just got there and they're alive and you are celebrating. I think, yeah, that's just the best. That's the best that Netflorist has to offer. So yeah, we've gotten to the end of the list. I kept it sweet and short, and I hope that you all have an amazing Valentine's Day. And I hope that, you know, if you're looking for a special gift for a special someone on a special occasion, I hope that I gave you some ideas. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Click on the bell so that you're notified for my next video, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. Mwah.